Now to an audio tape you would never expect from someone whose job is to protect you, along with leaders who are supposed to make your community safer. An Oklahoma sheriff and county commissioners are actually heard discussing killing reporters and lynching black people on this tape that was obtained by a local newspaper. The state's governor appalled, and now at least one McCurtain County Commissioner, Mark Jennings, has officially resigned. Other officials have been suspended as well. ABC News' Mireya Villareal has been following the story from the very beginning and joins us now with more. Mireya, I mean, lynching, hiring hitmen, it sounds like a crime doc for 2020.
It's a real, or Nightline for that matter, Kira, to tell you the truth. Listen, it's a really complicated story, and it starts over a year ago. I mean, the paper had been doing a series of reports where they were challenging the sheriff's department locally and basically trying to get more information from them. And as they continued their reporting, the tension between the sheriff's department and this local newspaper, the McCurtain Gazette newspaper, it was growing, obviously. And so one of the afternoons in March, when they were having their commissioners meeting, this particular editor-in-chief went in there and was recording the meeting. He stepped out as they took a break, but had every intention of going back in later on, grabbing his recorder, because he thought that the meeting was still ongoing. They hadn't officially adjourned. And when he came back to grab his recorder and then listened to what it had picked up, there were a number of off-color comments and conversations that he was able to grab, where they talk about, you know, the way things were before, and made racist remarks. On top of that, they talk about not just himself as the editor-in-chief, but another reporter, and allegedly, you know, talking about if they died, if there was a hitman that had been hired from Louisiana, where would they take their bodies? So obviously a very complicated situation that has grown over the last week. The governor has weighed in, saying that these people should resign. There's 4 of them involved in the conversation. As of right now, only one, as you mentioned, has resigned, but there is definitely a lot of tension in that community.
Oh, understandably. And I understand that the population of Idabel, Oklahoma, is less than 8,000 people. That's extremely small. So how's the community reacting? I mean, these people have probably grown up together, and so many of them know each other.
Exactly. This is a town where everybody knows everybody for the most part, but it is very racially diverse. And the mayor spoke with us about the fact that this has really brought out the heart of the community. They're not going to stand for this. There was a protest on Monday in front of county offices. It was peaceful. People were basically asking for all of the people involved. It was the sheriff, a county commissioner, a jail administrator, and a detective of the area, basically asking that they all resign. That hasn't happened just yet, but there is definitely more pressure coming because another recording is expected to be released later on this evening.
And if we get access to that, of course, we want to talk to you about it. So what happens now, Mireya?
You know, at this point, the Sheriff's Administration, or the Association of Sheriffs in Oklahoma, has suspended the certification of 3 of the people that are involved in that recording. Obviously, we know that the county commissioner involved, Mark Jennings, has resigned his position. I think it's a wait-and-see situation. You know, we've heard rumblings of what this next recording could potentially be, but right now the governor is still waiting to see if these other elected officials and this one detective will resign. So I think it's all dependent on what we hear and see out of this next article that's coming out of the McCurtain Gazette newspaper.
Standing by, Mireya Villareal, thank you so much.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.